This is what it's all about. It's for our fans. It's for Minnesota. And it's something that, this is the vision that we had when we came 6 or 7 months ago. And it's a credit to our staff, to our coaches, to our organization, to Glenn and Becky Taylor. This doesn't happen individually. This is a group process. And it starts with you guys. Your passion, your commitment, your desire to have a winner in this market is what drives us every day. And we know everybody wants it to happen overnight, but it doesn't happen overnight. Anything that's good in life, anything that's meaningful, you got to have some losses. You have to have some tough times, but those tough times get you here. And that's why today, the group that we've brought in is a special group. And when we look back at history, when we've had success in this organization, this will be the big first step in that process. So these guys deserve the opportunity to do something that's never been done here in Minnesota, but we need your support. We want you guys a part of this process, and it's a special time for all of us. So thank you.
First off, it's great to see the support we have here in Minnesota. This is why we believe this is going to be something so special. And seeing everybody here, seeing the excitement and the love that you all are showing to these guys is what we plan on seeing in the Target Center. And we look forward to seeing in the Target Center. Because I tell you, just being around these guys for the last couple days and being able to get in contact with them, they're excited. They're excited and they're in the gym working. And they represent who Minnesota is. Minnesota, we're a hardworking group. We're a hardworking community. We're a hardworking state. And we're a group that works together. And we trust each other and we respect our own. And with this group and with what we have here, we feel we're building something special. And like Gerson said, great things take time. And, in transition, these guys are going to put the work in. And I know they're ready to get to practice. We got practice right after, fellas. All right, and they're ready to get to work with everything that we're going to be doing. And the biggest thing that I'd say that you'll be able to see out of this group is a hard-playing group that's going to play tough every night. And that's nothing that we'll ever have to question about this group of guys here. So we welcome them here to Minnesota.
Yes, what was it like coming off the plane last night and seeing, your first experience here in Minnesota as a Timberwolf being greeted by fans and the staff?
Wow. I mean, you go through things like this and not realize how surreal it is. And once I got off the plane, I felt the love. It felt like home right away. Just gave me that home feeling.
Nice. What do you hope to bring to this team?
Man, I think you got a great group of guys just with chips on their shoulders. You got a great core of young guys that want to prove themselves, knowing that this is another opportunity to do it. You got a great young coach and young front office that's putting together the process of putting us in the best position to do what we do best. And it's just, as a group, the atmosphere I think is going to be amazing, and it's the best place to do it. Why not?
Gerson, let's jump to you. What do you envision D'Angelo bringing to this team?
The way we want to play, the level of leadership and just playmaking is something that's important to our system and how we play. Our pace, our attacking nature, a guy that can not only score but play make, and that complements Cat in such a special way is really exciting for us. But, D'Angelo's in the same stage we are, and I think I speak for the team as a whole. We haven't done anything. We have to do it. This is a process that's going to take time. We've got a group that we feel like we can go to war every day with, but it's not going to happen overnight. And I think the assimilation of this team, the league doesn't stop. We don't have a mini training camp. This is one practice and then we play. And that's the reality of the NBA. But for us, what he brings on the court, what he brings off the court, how he complements Cat, how he complements the rest of our team, that's something that for us is important, not just today, but 3 years, 5 years from now. And to me, that's one of the most important building blocks for our organization.
Ryan, you've been game planning against D'Angelo Russell for more than a few years now. What stands out, maybe the biggest trait about Russell's game?
Yeah, I mean, that's something as coaches, a lot of times when you're talking about acquiring talent, you're acquiring new players, you think about how are they to game plan for. And, you know, you go back through scouting reports, and D'Angelo was always one of the toughest guys when you're putting together a scouting report, you're putting together a game plan, because of his ability to pass the ball, because of his ability to score, to shoot off pick and rolls, and his ability to score in the paint as well. And, you know, so for that reason, you know, I'm excited to see what he can do with these guys around him as well, and how he'll push these guys and how they'll push him. I like in the open court how he's able to headman the basketball, and he's an unselfish player who's a willing passer. And, you know, with that, players always like playing with that.
Up to some questions.
John Krasinski from The Athletic. D'Angelo, you said earlier this week that you were looking forward to being able to unpack somewhere and really settle down. Do you see the opportunity here with Cat, with this team, with this reception around you to call a place home for a while now?
Heck yeah, exactly. Exactly that. Like I said, once we got off the plane, once the trade went through, I woke up to, you know, all the calls and texts, and I was just like, man, I remember Gershon from a while back, just kind of his ability to want or need something and go get it, you know, no matter what the circumstance was, and he made the dream come true. And like I said, I've been moving, I've been through the fire in this league, so to get the opportunity to settle down and be with a team in a situation that's allowing me to be the best me I could possibly be, I'm where my feet are. I'm enjoying this process.
D'Angelo, Mike Max, CCO. Do you, as a point guard that can score, every game are you looking at, what do I need to do this night based on the matchup? How do I need to get other people involved? What's your mindset as being, you know, one of those rare commodities that can run the floor, run a team, and score the ball?
I think it's a balance. You know, once you figure out that balance, I know who these guys are, who I'm playing next to. I know what Cat does well. You know, I know where I can make the game easier for him to complement what his abilities are. It's vice versa to these guys as well. I think me and Ryan are getting the video room and pick plays apart and pick things apart to see where we can, you know, help benefit guys. I'm a film junkie as well, so I think that's where you can really create and start cooking things up.
Jace Frederick, Pioneer Press. D'Angelo, a lot was made about how you did not choose the Timberwolves last summer. How did you feel about the organization then, and how do you feel about where you fit in it right now?
You said I didn't choose them? I don't think it works like that, but it's just I'm appreciative of the situation. When you're in this league, you get blinded by what your job is, by all the off-the-court nonsense or whatnot. Realizing that our job is playing basketball every day, it's one of the most luckiest jobs you could possibly ask for with the circumstances in this world. So I'm like I said, I can't keep repeating myself, but I'm where my feet are. Whatever team I would have been on, or whatever team would have, you know, showed that they wanted me, I would have been happy to go there.
Here's Dave Campbell with Associated Press. How much did the fit with Karl drive your sort of pursuit of D'Angelo? And for D'Angelo, what are you excited about playing with Karl about?
You know, anytime you're putting a team together, you're building a team together, you want to complement your best players. You want to have the most high-level players you can find. And as we did the analysis, as we did the research on what was available and how we could complement not only Karl, but our style of play, you needed a dynamic guard. You needed a guy that could push pace. You needed a guy that could score, that can shoot, that could play make, and that understood and had the shoulders to carry the responsibility that comes with it. And the reality, as you look around the league, we targeted an individual who's 23 years old, who's already been an all-star, who's been in different situations, in different systems, and has fit well in something that's similar to us. So for us, the ability to bring in that level of talent into this program, to pair with Karl and to pair with the rest of our group in how we want to play in the vision that we have to win here in Minnesota was pretty easy. And that's why we aggressively went after D'Angelo in free agency and aggressively went for him in the trade market. And for us, it's a continual process to build this program and to put the individuals together that will allow us to win a championship. Simple as that.
I've been seeing from a distance and from close up the ship that Karl's been kind of driving around here for years. Players come and go from here, take it, they didn't appreciate the situation here and whatever that may be. But watching from a distance, I knew I could help Karl. I've never played with a dynamic big as just like him that can stretch the floor, can make plays on the block, and just, be as versatile as he is. I've never played with a player of that caliber. So to get the opportunity to do, I think I'm going to come right in and jump in and just help make the game easier for him. I think with my job, my position, and understanding my game, I'm a guy that just makes the game easier for other guys. If that's me scoring and that's me passing, facilitating, I just understand my balance. So I think the sky's the limit with this. I'm super excited.
Chris Hine from the Minneapolis Star. D'Angelo, just from a personal standpoint, what does it mean to be able to play with a good friend of yours and Karl? You guys have talked about doing this for a while now.
I can't hear you, my bad.
For a while, you and Karl have talked about wanting to play together. Just from a personal standpoint, what does it mean to be able to play with him now going forward?
Man, we talked about it. We joked about it. We laugh about it in the summertime. Anytime we go to dinner, we're kicking the jokes about it. But for it to come true like this, it's a dream come true. I tell you guys, I'm going to repeat myself with it. This is crazy to me, to wake up and see the situation that I'm in and feel the love of somebody wanting me to be here. Like, it's a surreal moment for me right now.
What's up? Thank you so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. Don't forget to download the ESPN app, and if you want more premium content, which you do, make sure that you subscribe to ESPN+. See you soon.